Hey guys, hello. So it's really been few days that I've not been on here because I've traveled and I got an experience and I thought I should share with you guys what my experience has been. So it's story time. Yeah. So about last week. All right, I'm gonna start by saying if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for supporting me, and to other people who has always been there, thank you so much for your continued support. And if you've not subscribed to my channel and you're watching this video, please do subscribe to my channel for better things ahead, and I promise you will not regret it. So it's still morning here, and then we'll have a lovely weather out there. Very, very, very lovely weather. I think our summer is starting now. Incredible. So I love it though. So this experience I had is a crazy one. Are you ready? If you've not subscribed to my channel, do it now. Yeah, I made my hair. Yeah, I made my hair. I made my hair. I made... Right, so guys, thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you for your continued support and everything and everything and everything. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So a little bit of update before I go ahead for the story of the day. This hair, remember I did something or soaked it to remove the alkaline. I promise you, since I've been wearing this protective stuff, I've never ever scratched my scalp, and I can't remember the how many times I've done this like massage my scalp. It's just once, and that was like a day before. So this hair is just 1 week old. It turned 1 week old yesterday, and I have peace. It's unlike me. I don't make hair like this, and if I will always hit or scratch, but I have peace. Peace that the whole world cannot give, that I have had. So if you're planning to make a protective style, watch the video of how I did this, remove this alkaline, and I have peace. So you'll be able to enjoy your hair. So that is by the way. So back to the main video. So this story I'm gonna tell now is a funny one, and to tell you that people would never ever change. So on Monday this week, I went to, apparently today is Friday, so on Monday I traveled to London to get my Nigerian passport sorted because it expired. The first one I had expired, so I went to go and renew it. Right, during the time I went to renew this passport, it was a chaos. I don't want to talk about it because they were really rude, nasty, just call any name you know. So if you've actually been to Nigerian High Commission in London, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm saying. But if you've not been, I mean, this is just what it is. They are really nasty there. They don't talk to you like you're a human being. Talk to you like you're an animal. So apparently when I got there, that was around I got there very early in the morning, around after 7. So we queued up, and apparently got so kind. I was among the sixth person on the line. So before you knew what was happening, you had like a long queue at the back, very long. And I'm like, thank God I got there early, because if I had got there late, I would have been among those people that they would have I mean, because they close 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Just 1 o'clock they will close. So if you're out there, I mean, that is your business. So, and you know you came from a very far place, you wouldn't want that to happen to you. So as this thing happened, we were just queuing, and so many people were saying their stories, their experience of how when during the time they came to renew their own passport, and it was like similar to mine and very nasty. And as long as you don't have money to give them at that moment, they are ready to, I mean, ignore you and do whatever they want to do. They don't even care. So we're just queuing up, and there's this guy that speaks exactly what I speak. So we're just speaking our language, which is Igbo language. And then this guy walked up to me, and said to me, oh, my sister did this particular thing, we did it together, and my sister got hers, and she already traveled to Nigeria and she's back, and I've not still gotten my own, and I don't know what the problem is. So when he said that, I'm like, seriously, then you should be able to get it. And as we're just finishing that topic, this security guy just came and said, oh, if you've done your this thing and you still so date, I don't think he's out. You have to go back because we're not letting you in. At the end of the day, this girl was like, oh my god, I fell in that category. So I'm gonna go back after coming from Manchester to London to get this thing, and he spent hours and money and all that. They don't actually care. Meanwhile, this passport we are talking about is ready. I mean, that particular guy's passport is ready. So it happened to be that I'm number one to collect for collection. So other people at my front, they were all going to renew. So mine was just collection. So I happened to be the first person that collected mine that day, and all thanks to God. So I didn't get to experience what I experienced when I came to renew. So I took my passport, went outside, saw that guy else. I'm like, what are you doing here? He said, oh, they didn't let him in because they said his passport is not ready. So I'm like, so what are you gonna do next? He said, well, I'm gonna go back, but his train is at 3 and mine is at 4:30, and it's still 10 o'clock. Remember, we were there till 9:30, so it took us literally, let's say, 50 minutes to get whatever we got in there to get. And so when I came outside, I'm like, okay, so what you gonna do? Like I said, he said, oh, I'm gonna have to go back to Manchester, but I'm gonna wait for my bus and my train, sorry, which is at 3 to reach, so that I'll go back to the train station and then get my train and go with my train and go back to whatever, Manchester. So we now started, we're just talking randomly. I'm like, how cruel are they? Why would they behave like this? Why would they even shut you out? Why would they shut you out and stuff? So it was like, that is so mean, because my sister that we did together got hers, traveled to Nigeria back, and he's still not got his own up to this moment, and he needed to travel to Nigeria urgently for uncle's burial or whatever. So I felt bad for him and all that. So while we were out there, we saw this man with a very big pot belly and his coat and all that, carrying expensive wine from the building inside his car. So we thought about it, like, I think we just gave I sign language, like, he nodded his head like he got what I meant. Go and meet him. So he went to meet this guy and started talking to this guy, and then this guy was like, okay, let me see. He took his slip and then looked at it and was like, okay, and then sized this guy from head to toe and said to him, if you truly want your passport, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get your passport, but this guy's got like a Givenchy watch on him. And then he looked at that watch. This guy that was supposed to get his passport looked at this watch and say, oh, you can only get your passport only if you give me your Givenchy watch. And this guy was like, what? Just because I want to travel to Nigeria and it's urgent, is that why you want to take my watch away? So, the guy was like, well, if you want your passport sorted immediately, you have to give me your watch, or else you have to go back to Manchester and wait for it to come out, if that is what you want to do. Or maybe get the quick visa, the one you get one-off visa and all that. So the guy said he's not ready to get any one-off visa. Meanwhile, he has already paid about 90 something quid or about 100 and something dollars to get his passport sorted, because when you're trying to renew, you kind of pay in dollars, and then when you convert it, it's about 90 something pound in dollars and in pounds. So this guy was really upset and he didn't want to go back. He said, okay, that he's gonna give this guy his watch. Then this guy said, okay, that was around 10 o'clock, remember? And then this guy said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this thing, but it will be around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So give me your slip, give me your number, I'll ring you when this thing is ready. So this particular guy said, okay, to me, let's go and get breakfast and wait, so that when it's ready, he will come and take it and go home. So he wanted to like go to African restaurant, you have loads of them in London, unlike where we used to live, Manchester or Newcastle. So when he checked on the map, some of them open 1 o'clock and some of them are far away, about 2.5 miles away and all that. And I was like, no, you don't have to go to a far place. Remember, this guy will call you, and when he calls you, you're not here. Remember, he will walk away. And then the guy was like, no, as long as he's getting a Givenchy watch from me, he's not going away. So I insisted, let's stay closer so that you'll be able to see this guy and get your passport, which is the most important thing, right? So we're just tagging along. We went to get breakfast, and after that, the guy sent him a text. He was like, oh, I think you're gonna have to do it 1:30 because it's still taking time to figure out where your passport is. Meanwhile, this passport we're talking about is ready and is still in store, but they refused to give it to him because they wanted something off him. So we now went to, he said, okay, let's go and get something to eat, because like what we ate was not enough and all that. So we went to get something. We went to Chinese to get something to eat, and after that we just, on our way coming back, like we're just strolling and walking slowly, like, okay, we don't have anything to do. And then this guy not called him on phone to buy him extra banana and Red Bull. I'm not joking. Banana and Red Bull. And this guy was like, after taking my watch that I've had for the past 3 years that cost me 1,000 plus, you still want banana and Red Bull? So I'm like, okay, buy him banana and Red Bull, as long as you get your passport, if it's really important to you. So he got this banana and Red Bull. We went back and he gave it to him. And then, do you know why I'm angry? Like, this guy that took this watch off this other guy, his wife was there, like sitting there and hearing the conversation and hearing that the husband wanted a watch off this guy just to give him his ready passport that is in the office. How cruel is that? And she couldn't say anything. She was just smiling. And I was just looking at her like, you know, when I came closer, this other guy that wanted the watch, the guy that was going to do the passport, said to me, oh, go away. You're always hanging around whenever I want to talk to him. Don't you know he's my younger brother? Because he said that because he didn't want me to know what was going on. But he never knew, like, I know every story. Like, I'm involved. Like, I know everything. So he said to me, oh, he's my younger brother. My mom told me to tell him something. And then he walked away. You know, he just like, they just moved. And then I moved because I really wanted this guy to get his passport, because he was really lamenting and all that. So finally he got his passport and gave this guy this watch. And, you know, at a point, this guy had like 500 euro to give to the guy. I was like, okay, instead of me to give you my watch, take this 500 euro. So we tried to convert this 500 euro. It was about 400 and something pounds. But this guy refused. He said he's not getting that because the watch worth more. So he wanted the watch by all means. But this guy finally, you know, gave him this watch and all that. I felt really bad that the wife was there. She didn't say anything. She was just smiling. And then you saw your husband rip somebody off just because he wants his passport. And that passport is already done in his office. So I felt really, really bad about it. You know, why I'm saying this is, if you've been to that place before and you do not, or you know the story, then you understand what I'm saying. But if you do not know the story, that's how accurate, how mean they are. And I wish they could do something about it, because people are suffering. You know, they even went to an extent of taking 220 pounds off me to post my passport. But I tell you what, I had to go to get my passport. And then when I met someone, I'm like, I paid £20 for you to deliver my passport. What happened? He was like, oh, it's no more postal order. It's called processing fee. I'm like, seriously, I paid that online. So why would I have to pay double? It's like, oh, don't let people hear. I'm like, you people will always look for an official way to nick from people. And that is really unacceptable. As long as you're, so-called, you use your power against people and all that, you know. So he was like, don't let people hear this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, everyone knows about it already. You don't have to keep hiding, you know. So at a point, I wanted to, like, take a picture of that guy. But I'm like, no, let me not do it, because it's going to, like, escalate problems and all that. So I just kept quiet. I didn't do it. But I was really, really, really angry over this. So, that was my experience. And I hope you I don't know, should I say you enjoyed the story? It's a bad one. I don't think something to enjoy, but anyway, that's my experience. So if you watched this video till the end, or you watch a little bit of it and you liked it and you think, okay, next time I will learn from this, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share this video with your friends, because they need to know what is happening in Nigerian High Commission London. If you don't do this, you might not, know what is happening there, so you get into that bad experience. So it's best for you to know what is happening now, so that when you get there, you get ready for anything that will come your way. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today, and I will see you in my next other video. Thank you. Bye.